Friends, we now come to the next technique on division. But before we see the actual problems on division, we will have a look at a few divisibility tests of numbers. These tests, when you apply on a certain number, you can find out whether that particular number can be divided by a certain single digit number. So we'll see divisibility tests of numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 11, 12 and so on. Now, tests of numbers like 2, 5, 0 are very well known to people, but numbers like 7, 11, 13 are not so famous, which we shall see today. Friends, let us check the divisibility tests of all the numbers in order. To check whether a number is divisible by 2, we use the test whether it is even or not. Only if the number ends in 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0 will it be divisible by 2. If it ends in an odd number like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, it cannot be divided by 2. Next, to check the divisibility test of 3, we follow a concept of adding all the digits. Whenever the number is given to you, you add all the digits and see if the sum is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3. So let us check if 1, 5, 2, 1 is divisible by 3 or not. I will add all the digits. 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 and 1 is 9. I know 9 is divisible by 3, that means I can presume 1, 5, 2, 1 is also divisible by 3. Next, let us see the test of 4. The test of 4 says divide the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. Suppose I want to find out whether 17124 is divisible by 4. I don't divide the whole number. I just take the last 2 digits. Now, 24 is divisible by 4 because 4 6 is 24. Since last 2 digits are divisible, I can presume the whole number 17124 is divisible by 4. The test of 5 is very simple. Only if the number ends with 5 or if the number ends with an 0 can the number be divisible by 5. Test of 5 is check for 5 and 0. And the test of 6 is very simple. To check whether a number is divisible by 6 or not, use tests of 2 and 3. If the number is divisible by 2 or if the number is divisible by 3, it can be divisible by 6. So we have the tests of 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let me revise them. The divisibility test of 2 is very simple. Check whether the number is even or not. If the number is even, or in other words, it ends in 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, then the whole number is divisible by 2. For 3, the test says add all the digits. If the sum so obtained is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3. Suppose you want to find out whether 1521 is divisible by 3. So I add all the digits. 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 and 1 is 9. Since 9 is divisible by 3, 3 times 3 is 9, I can presume 1521 is also divisible by 3. For test of 4, the rule says check the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits of the number are divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. Suppose I want to find out whether 17,124 is divisible by 4. I don't do the whole number. I just check the last 2 digits. Here, 24 is divisible by 4 because 4 6 are 24. So I can presume 17,124 is also divisible by 4. For 5, check whether the number ends in 5 or 0. If the number ends in 5 or 0, the whole number is divisible by 5. And for 6, check for 2 and 3. Check for this test and this test. If the number is even and on adding the digits it is divisible by 3, that means the number is divisible by 6. Next, we see the next set of numbers and we'll check their divisibility. Now friends, let us study the divisibility test of 7. The rule says double the last digit and subtract from the remaining number. If whatever is left is divisible by 7, then the whole number is divisible by 7. Let us check. Suppose I want to see whether 301 is divisible by 7. So I double the last digit, double of 1 is 2, and I subtract 2, I subtract it from the remaining number. 30 minus 2 gives me 28. Now I know 28 is divisible by 7 because 7 times 4 is 28. Since 28 is divisible by 7, we can presume that 301 is also divisible by 7. Let us take one more example. Suppose I want to test 412, whether it is divisible by 7 or not. I double the last digit, double of 2 is 4, which I subtract from the remaining number. So 41 minus 4 is 37. Now I know 37 cannot be divided by 7. That means 412 can also not be divided by 7. Let us check for 8. The rule for 8 says check the last 3 digits. If the last 3 digits of any number are divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. Suppose I want to check whether 12,016 is divisible by 8. I don't do the whole number. I just check the last 3 digits, 016 by 8, and check whether it is divisible or not. I know 8 twos is 16 or 8 times 2 is 016. Since the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, that means the whole number 12,016 is divisible by 8. For 9 also the test is very simple. It says add all the digits. If after adding all the digits the sum is divisible by 9, then the whole number is divisible by 9. Suppose I want to check whether 5, 2, 7, 4 is divisible by 9 or not. I add all the digits. 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 7 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. Since 18 is divisible by 9, the whole number 5274 is divisible by 9. For 10, the test is the simplest. It says if the number ends with 0, only then can it be divisible by 10. If the number does not end with 0, it cannot be divisible by 10. So for 8, the test is check the last 3 digits. If the last 3 digits of any number are divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. For 9 is add the digits. If the sum is divisible by 9, the whole number is divisible by 9. And for 10 it is check the last number. If the number ends with a 0, it can be divided by 10. So the test of 11 says if the sum of the odd digits in the number minus the sum of the even digits is either 0 or a multiple of 11, then the whole number is divisible by 11. Please remember friends, tests of 2, 3, 4 are very common, but numbers like 7, 8, 11 are not so common, which we are giving you in this course. So let us check. Suppose I want to find out whether 303105 is divisible by 11 or not. I take the sum of the odd digits, first digit, third digit and fifth digit. It gives me 3 plus 3 6 plus 0 6. Sum of the odd digits is 6. From that I minus the sum of the even digits. So 0 plus 1 plus 5 is 6. Now the rule says if you find the sum of the odd digits, from that you minus sum of the even digits, and you have either 0 or any multiple of 11, then the number is divisible by 11. Since we are having 0 over here, our test is satisfied. That means 303, 105 is divisible by 11. For 12, the test is very simple. Check whether the number is divisible by 3 and 4. If it is divisible by both, the divisibility test of 3 and 4, the number is divisible by 12. The divisibility test of 13 says delete 9 times the last digit from the remaining number. If whatever is left is divisible by 13, then the whole number is divisible by 13. Suppose I want to check whether 1391 is divisible by 13 or not. Then I have to delete 9 times the last digit. 9 times 1 is 9 from the remaining number. So from here I subtract 9. The remainder is 130. Since 130 is divisible by 13, then I can presume 1391 is also divisible by 13. So we have seen the test of 13. For 14, we know 14 is 2 times 7. So check for tests of 2 and 7. For 15, we know 15 is 3 times 5. So check for tests of 3 and 5. Like this you can go on and on and on and check the divisibility test of all the numbers. Next, we will see how Vedic math helps us to do division very fast.